Hello, beautiful people. I hope everyone is having an awesome, fabulous day today. This is Jenenke, and I'm here to share with you 10 powerful tips for launching a successful assisted living. And I'm also going to be revealing to you the new the Assisted Living Pro Pack. I know you guys have been excited and wanted to get information on what is inside the Pro Pack. So I'm going to be sharing with you 10 tips to launching a successful assisted living, as well as what is inside this ultimate Pro Pack that everyone is raving about. This was recently launched actually for a conference for people that attended the Level Up conference in Atlanta. So, but I will be sharing the same offer that I made during the conference to all of you that are very, very excited to learn more about the Pro Pack. Okay, so when it comes to assisted living, I mean, one thing that I have to say is that you have to know that this is the time to launch this business. This is the kind of business that you go in, you do what you need to do, you excel in the business, you continue to grow, or you step out. Okay, and there's no time to waste. Like I always say, if you want to take action, take action. There is no time to waste. So I was like kind of scrolling through social media today, and I saw a post, and one of the my friends on Facebook that has a home health agency lost one of the workers. So, and the thing is that the worker was one of those diligent workers, never complains, takes time off by asking permission ahead of time, and has always worked. You know, nobody just expected it, and she just passed on like that. So the thing is that this, you know, I mean, nobody expected anything to happen, but as we live our lives, as we run these businesses, as we work, we need to make sure that we are putting our energy in the right place. We need to make sure that we are working and not just working until we drop. We are working smart. We are investing our life, our time, our experience, our passion, and our energy in something that is going to make us money, or something that is going to help us create wealth faster than just working every single day, because there are only 24 hours in a day. And how much can you really make just by putting in those hours? So entrepreneurship, assisted living business is one of those businesses that if you're already a healthcare worker, if you're already in the industry, it gives you the opportunity to expand your horizon. It gives you the opportunity, you know, to do those things that you've always wanted to do, have more time with your kids. You know, I'm not saying that it's going to be easy during the initial time, but it's an investment that you need to make so that way you can work shorter time and then be able to grow your asset faster. So I'm going to be sharing with you a couple of tips today, and while I will also reveal the Pro Pack to you on how to run a successful assisted living business. One thing you need to do is, before you purchase your building, before you start taking classes, before you even make any huge financial investment, I want you to do your research. Okay? Do your research. Because that is one of the things that will establish you for success. One of the researches that you need to be doing is making sure that the place, the property, the lot that you want to use for this business is going to be zoning approved. Okay, I know most of you have heard this from me several times, but I can't say this enough because I have actually had quite number of experiences when I have to work with clients that spent money without doing their research. They invested money in properties, they rented properties without making sure that the property is going to be good enough for what they want to use it for. Okay, that's not the only research that you need to do. You need to research on how much can you actually make within that area, within the environment, the neighborhood, because when it comes to assisted living, your clientele, your residents are people that live in that same neighborhood that you want to open your assisted living in. So if you have a facility in a low income neighborhood, you will be attracting low-income payers, low-income seniors. If you have an assisted living in middle class, you'll be attracting middle class payers. If you have an assisted living in upper class, you will be attracting upper class payers. But it doesn't matter what what neighborhood or place that you have your facility in. The most important thing is that you are going to be doing your research, and you are going to be starting based on where you are. So if you have low income now, you can start with low income home. Okay, just also remember, it's an investment. It's an investment. If you are doing this business, always remember it's an investment. So you can invest from where you are. If you can afford to start from low income, start from low income. If you can afford to start from middle class, start from middle class. If you can afford to start from upper class, luxury, start from there. Okay, so just do your research. Always do your research before you make any expenses. Do your research. Okay, before you pay anybody for rent, please do your research. Oh my God, I feel so bad when people rent their properties for 1 year before they find out that they're not using the right building, or they just wasted a lot of time just renting. Okay, so please do your research. And I'm going through like a framework that I'm going to. The framework is CARES approach. Okay, so I'm going to be giving you that framework. So C is comprehensive market research. That is one of the things that will make you money. That is one of the things that will that will make sure that your numbers are right. That is one of the things that will make sure that will help you make sure that you're not making mistakes. Okay, that you have your numbers correct. So the A, so I said CARES approach, right? So I have a C, comprehensive market research, and I have A, which is aligned business plan. What do I mean by aligned business plan? I know that there is standard business plan. Everybody is out there creating business plan. But one thing with me is that I want to create a business plan that is aligned with my purpose. It's aligned with the way I want to run my business, not the way people want me to run the business. For instance, like let's say you want to create a business plan, to get a loan. That is fine. Okay, so you want to create an industry standard business plan, but you want to make sure that that business plan that you created is so that way you can actually follow it, and it's aligned with the value of the business, with the value of the service you want to provide, because that is when you get passionate about it and you are able to follow those business plan. And of course, in the Assisted Living Startup Advantage Pro, we have a business plan there. I have a sample business plan that you can just change the information there, put your information, and change the mission statement, change the vision, and make it your own. So your vision, your business plan has to be aligned. Okay, so C is comprehensive market research. A is aligned business plan. Not just any kind of business plan, aligned business plan. Okay, so now let's go to R. R is robust networking establishment. Okay, so what do I mean by that? I'm using these words because I want you to remember them. I want you to remember the framework that I'm telling you. So we're going to CARES approach. Okay, so we've done C and we've done A. Now R is robust network establishment. So while you're going around, with your everyday activity, thinking about this business, taking actions, I want you to make connections. So when I mean connections, I'm not talking about making connections, with no intention. You are making connection with potential, referrals. You're making connection with potential residents. You're making intentional connection. You're going to places that you know that you're going to attract people that might potentially need your assisted living business. So I know most people are worried about marketing. How do I get clients? You get clients by having a robust network establishment, because these are the people that will send people to you. You want to have a connection with the discharge coordinators in the hospital. You want to have connection with the discharge coordinators in the rehab centers. You want to have connection with the nail, the nail technician. You want to have connection with the physical therapist. You want to have connection, with people that that work with the elderly. if you have connection with these people, they are going to continue to send you residents. You are not going to have these challenges that people have that, or some people have, that they cannot find residents. Okay, and of course, there are referral agencies that you also want to connect with. And you can negotiate the referral fees. I always say you can negotiate 50-50, or you can negotiate 40-60. So what that means is that if you are trying to connect with a referral agency, and their contract is that if they find a resident for you, you are going to give them a percentage. I know most of these big time referral agencies will tell you that they want 100%. I will honestly suggest please don't go with them, because if you have a resident that will pay you $3,000, $3,200, or $4,000, they want you to give them $4,000. So that means you're going to be spending a whole entire month not earning anything. Okay, I understand that they are giving you referral, but if you invest some of that money in doing your own networking, in doing your own robust networking, that will go a long way than just paying it to get referral for one person. I don't know if you get what I mean. If what I mean is making sense, I want you to make some comment, or give me some thumbs up, just to let me know that you understand what I'm saying. So you want to invest that money in doing your own robust networking, going out there. Thank you for that. Going out there, letting people know that you have a business coming up. You don't have to wait until you are done. You want to start on time just to make those connections, letting them know, I have this coming up. I'm still in the process of licensing, but I'll keep you posted as soon as I get licensed. Okay, so when you invest money in that, it goes a long way, okay, for you. So that's R. So the E is emphasize on personalized care. So it doesn't matter if you have a competition right in front of you. If you have another assisted living right on the left side, you can be set apart. You can set yourself apart by personalizing care that you are giving to the resident. Okay, so you already know what you're doing. You're already passionate about this. You already have the experience. You already set up your beautiful home, or in the process of setting up your beautiful home. Just personalize the care. Make it different. Because this is a family style assisted living, because this is a residential assisted living, it gives you that opportunity to provide personalized care. Even though that it might be taking a little bit of time, but it's all worth it. Okay, you want to find out the need of each and every one of your residents, and you create a care plan that gives them personalized care. This is one of the things that sets you apart. And you know what? The news go out there, they talk, they tell people when they go to adult daycare, they meet with their friends, they meet with their families. One thing they know is that, oh, I'm very comfortable here. And the reason why they say that is because you are giving them that personalized care. They do not know exactly what you're doing, but you are using that strategy. You are using a strategy to make them comfortable. So you are not telling them, oh, I'm giving you personalized care, but because you are getting information about what they like, you're getting information about the kind of food they like, you're getting information about the kind of things they used to do when they were young. Those things are helping you give them personalized care. Even myself, like I always tell my clients, sometimes, I even talked about this during the conference, you don't have to go out there and buy all fancy IKEA furnitures. Let's say that you have residents and you look at their pictures and you look at the kind of furniture they like, you see their color, the kind of colors they want. You can go to the thrift shop and buy things that look like the kind of things they like. Maybe the kind of picture that you think they would like on their wall, or the kind of color of bedroom set that they used to have. You don't have to spend a lot of money on that, but you are giving them personalized care, and that is what makes them feel comfortable in your place. And when they go out, they will tell people, oh, I feel comfortable. But to them, they feel comfortable. To you, you are implementing an awesome business strategy, by providing that personalized care. And it doesn't have to cost you much, because, I know People are worried about, the cost of starting up and things like that. If you actually strategically plan your launch, it's not going to cost you much, because most of the things, it's not about all the bells and the whistles. It's actually about the service. And most of the time, the real service that makes the impact doesn't cost much. Okay. Am I making sense? Am I, if I'm making sense, I want someone to, make a comment and just kind of let me know. So we've talked about comprehensive market research, which is the C, and we talked about the aligned business plan that is specifically aligned to your purpose and aligned to your lifestyle too. Okay. And R is about the robust networking, making sure that you're doing your networking. You're not going to spend a lot of money trying to find clients. You are doing networking that matters, okay? That's what is going to get people to know you one-on-one, and they're going to say, oh, I'm going to call Jane and see if Jane has an open bed. I'm going to call Jane and see if Jane has a bed for a male. Things like that, because you have already done your robust networking that people know you. People know you, people know you, and they want to connect you. Or, they know you personally. It's not just about, just putting your love, they're not putting their loved one or their client in a strange facility. They know you personally, they know who you are, they know the kind of things, you do, because you guys have networked together, talk together and things like that, okay? So, and then of course we did E, which is emphasis on personalized care, and that's not gonna cost you much, just like I said. Low key, pay attention, find out what they like, ask them questions, the kind of food they used to like, the kind of places they used to go. Do that for them, okay? That makes a lot of difference, okay? And that's what sets you apart and help you to beat the competition. So I'm going to go to S, which is staff training and qualification. So now, when it comes to staff qualification and hiring staff, that is one of the things that a lot of people are concerned about. How do I staff my facility without breaking the bank? Okay, so even this is one of the things that I teach in my assisted living business course, how to make sure that you keep the staff coming in when they're supposed to, and then you stay on budget. Because one of the reasons why you started the business is not for you to work all the time. You understand? So you want to work, but you also want to be able to have free time and be the boss. So all these things requires planning. All these things requires, making sure that you are training your staff well, so that way that they understand their part. Because if they understand their part and they understand how important they are for your business, they know that they can just call out, and they also know that they can be wasteful. So why do I say wasteful? When you are running a small assisted living, I'm going to be point blank honest with you. I don't want you to be coming in there and taking all my supplies. I don't want you to be taking tissues to your house. I don't want you to be taking resident food and stuff like that. So all these things saves you money, and it also helps for you to carry your staff along in understanding your business and how it operates and their position in your company. Okay, so you train them, you let them know that I am a small business, I am starting out, I'm gonna pay you well. We are in a team to take care of these vulnerable seniors, and we have a budget, and everybody's gonna follow the budget. And please, we're not gonna be stealing no tissue, we're not gonna be taking resident food, and we're not gonna be taking the company car and riding around and doing all that kind of stuff. So that is when staff, the training is very important. And then you have to make sure that the staff that you have in running your facility, for your facility, are qualified just in case that you want to step out. If you want to manage your facility, you can manage. If you don't want to manage it, you can have someone that is qualified to manage it for you. I've had clients that are actually not in the healthcare industry, but they want to take advantage of the booming senior care industry. We all know that 10,000 seniors turn 65 every single day. So assisted living is just one of those fields. Like for me, I'm going to be doing a training also to talk about some other businesses that you can actually incorporate into the assisted living business to increase your cash flow. those are the things that I'm exploring. And then as I do that, I'm going to be sharing that information with you as well, so that way you can increase your cash flow. Because one thing that I know is that, and one thing that assisted living business has taught me is that I don't have time. Anything that I want to do, I want to do it now, because our body is not actually very strong. I don't know, I keep on saying this, and when I say it, people be like, you talk like an old lady, or that you're old. But I know that I started this business 16 years ago, when my second daughter was like really little. The strength I used to have that time is not the strength I have today. So whatever you know that you can do, you have to do it, and do it fast, and get yourself settled, get yourself situated, get your finances in order, so that way if you want to retire, which I'm going to be retiring very soon, and pursue businesses, and and kind of have time to enjoy my life, enjoy my mom and stuff, and my little ones. So you have to do what you have to do, today. And that's one of the things that I learned about assisted living. 10,000 seniors, turn 65 every day. The opportunity is available for you, okay? So take advantage of it. Get your staff trained, get the right staff. If you don't want to be in the business all the time, you don't have to. If you want to run it, you can run it until you get more places or get yourself more established, and then you can grow from there and add other businesses that complement assisted living. And I'll be sharing this information maybe on Saturday. I'll be telling you guys about some of the businesses that I have started to incorporate to increase my cash flow and actually guide me towards that retirement that I'm planning, because I don't want to wait until I'm 70 to retire. I want to retire on time and enjoy my life. Okay, so so that's staff training and qualifications. Then the other S is sustained compliance with regulations. Okay, so you want to continuously find out what the regulations are to make sure that you are following them. You don't have to be scared about the regulations. The regulations is there to help you, to guide you, to help your business run smoothly. So there's nothing to be worried about. So all you have to do is to make sure that you're staying current. And one of the ways to stay current is just maybe to sign up with the email with the whatever licensing agency that your facility is under. You can sign up with your email and keep up with what is going on, and then just like have your books in order and things like that. And then you don't have to have problem with regulations. So when it comes to regulation, it's a continuous thing. It's always changing. And then of course you also have your own your own policies and your own procedures in your facility that continues to change. So those are the things. You just have to make sure that you are complying. You are making sure that your staff understand the policies and the procedures and the rules and regulations. One of the things that affects most facilities and most owners is that the policy, the rules and regulations, but does your staff know the rules and regulations? Does your staff know the policy? Does your staff know what the state requires? So, and this is whereby you have to make sure that you are continuously educating your staff on the rules and the regulation and the policies, not only for you to know, but for them to know that the consequences of you guys not following the rules and regulation, and the consequences, because most of the time it's not you that is going to mess up. They will mess up and then it falls back on you. Okay, so you need to have a sustained regulatory compliance always. Okay. Am I making any sense? Am I talking too fast? Thumbs up, yes, no. Okay, so am I talking too fast or am I good? Good, okay, all right, awesome. All right, so the next one is the amiable environment creation. Okay, so now what do I mean by that? Okay, I know these words sound strange, but it's what it means to me. Okay, so amiable environment creation is one of the things that sets you apart. Okay, it's one of the things that sets you apart because you are creating an environment that is very homely. Okay, for the seniors. Okay, the seniors most people, I think I've said it a couple of times, one of the things that seniors hate the most is to go to traditional assisted living or nursing home. And if you have been following me, or maybe taking a couple of my classes, or maybe read my book, or maybe you are on my email list, you're going to hear this story. And I say it all the time, and I continue to tell the story because it's part of my startup. So when I started my facility, a gentleman came in to look for a place for the dad, okay? So he was looking for a place that feels like home. At that time, he did not know that they are small assisted living homes. So we actually got him through a referral from a, from a referral agency, like assisted living referral agency. And at that time, I was just starting out. So when he came, he let me know that he signed a contract with his dad to not put him in a nursing home. Okay, so that was the contract. And now his dad has gotten old, and this son got remarried, and the wife is not interested in doing all the caregiving work. So and he was kind of stuck, because for him to continue to stay in his dad's house, he signed a contract that he's never going to put him in the nursing home. So that means that the dad has to stay there so that way he can be taken care of. So at this point in time, they cannot continue to do it. So they were looking for a way out. So they found us. He was like literally crying because he never knew. All he was looking forward to is a big facility with hundreds of people. I mean, like the standard traditional assisted living. But when he found us, he was really very excited. And that was how the dad was able to be flexible with the contract. Because when he came, our facility is beautiful, feels like home, and close to what he's familiar with. So it doesn't look like an assisted living at all. So and that was how we moved him in, and he stayed with us for like 5+ years. So the environment has to be amiable. It's not about I've seen people putting things that is like really shiny and sparkly and all that. No, it's just about warmth. It's just about somewhere that feels like home, the coziness, the comfort, the safety, of course. That's what is very, very important, and you are creating like a personalized space for the residents, so let each resident, their room should be personalized, it should be amiable, it should be warm, you can put the pictures on the wall, their family pictures on the wall, and if they are moving from home, you can, if they have like a chair that they like to sit on, you can bring the chair. If they have a blanket that they like, you can bring the blanket. As you can see, it's not about being strict about how you want your things to look. This is not about you. It's not your house. I have to tell that to my client all the time. It's not your house. I like this color. No, you have to choose the color that that the seniors like. Oh, I like this. I like this furniture. I know we like all the modern things, all the the square, clean corners. No, the seniors don't like this because this is not what they grew up in. The more you have these kind of furnishings, the more you create confusion. If you have a resident that has dementia, you're going to confuse them because they know this is not my place. They know that this place feels like a hospital to them. It's not my place, okay? So you want to make sure that you are making them feel comfortable, the place is amiable, and you are incorporating personalized things to make them feel comfortable. If you want to have a garden, if you want anything just to make them feel relaxed, okay? So you can do that. And then we have P for pricing and the value that you provide, okay? So when it comes to your pricing, you want to make sure that you're being competitive, but not to, not cheating yourself, okay? So when you are starting out, and it's one of the researches that you're gonna do, okay? Let's say you chose a particular city, make some calls, find out who are your competitors, find out where, what they're charging. Those are one of the things that will help you to be successful when it comes to this industry, okay? Find out what they're charging, try to be competitive. Now, let me share this story with you. When I had a client that is a veteran, okay? So I took him in, okay? So I took him in, and at that time, the assisted living cost for him was $3,200, but I took him in because he could only afford, I think, $1,800 at that time. But he is a veteran, okay? So what I did is that even though that I have a price list that says that his bed is $3,200, when he called around, right? When he called around and was looking for facility, I know he called other places. And when he got to us, I said, we also work with veterans and we accommodate veterans, that served our country, and we help them, okay? So what I did was that I tried to be competitive by offering him my facility, a room in our facility at that time, based on what he could afford. So we took him in based on what he could afford, which was like $1,800 at that time. But he also had veteran benefits, okay? So what we did was that we helped him, to apply for his benefits. So it took a while for the benefit to come, but guess what? When the benefit came, all the differences that was supposed to be, all the difference in the cost that we actually charged him from the day he moved in was paid to us. And that was a lot of money, a lot of check at one time. So you have to be very, very strategic with your pricing. You have to be very, very strategic with the value that you provide. You have to be very, you want to make sure that you are competitive. You want to make sure that your pricing is on top, and you want to be very flexible, and you want to be very smart. I also tell people that, like, let's say you have people that that doesn't have much income, you can serve them, and you can also apply for grants. And in this package, in the Assisted Living Startup Advantage Pro Pack, we have a list of grants that you can apply for, and we also try to update them. Like, for instance, like, let's say you are not ready to start now. By the time you're ready, some of these grants the date might have expired. Actually, most of them have it's like continuous grant. But we also continue to look for grants, for opportunities to, for you to be able to apply for grant. And that's one of the things that you also get, from this Advantage Pro Pack. So the next P in the in this framework is powerful marketing and branding strategy. Okay, so you don't have to spend a lot of money. If you don't want to do online, a lot of digital marketing, you don't have to, honestly. I know that's not what everybody's saying, because everybody's supposed to be on social media, but honestly, the seniors are out there in the world trying to see you. So like we said, we talked about the robust networking. You have to go out there and actually do your marketing, physically market, so you have to have like a really powerful. And here in the package, I don't know if any of you have this book. It's included in the Pro Pack, and it has like a lot of ways for you to market your business. Okay, it has like 30, I don't know if you can see, 30 marketing tips to grow your assisted living. And of course, it has like the business plan. This is like really good. A lot of my my clients like this, and this is going to be included in the Advantage Pro Pack for you. Okay, and of course, I'm going to be giving you also trainings for that. So now the last thing that I'm going to be talking to you about, the last tip, is effective communication with your residents and your family. So don't be worried about, oh, I'm gonna get sued, or I don't want to deal with residents, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do this. Everything depends on your communication. Okay, so you want to communicate with them. You want to you want to be open, you want to be transparent, and you want to just serve, because I know everybody that gets into this business wants to serve. So you just continue to serve, you just continue to do what you're doing, and you just have an open communication with your resident, just like letting them know that you do care about what you do. And then you if they have any suggestion, you're open to it. You have to be open to any suggestion. So that's what I have for you today. And then if you are just joining us, we just went through the 10 top tips for launching a successful assisted living. And we have like the CARES approach, which is the CARES approach. and then the C is you doing your comprehensive research to you set yourself apart. You're ready to go. You're ready to make your money. You're ready to be competitive. You have an aligned business plan, which I have a sample business plan for you. If you're getting my package today, or if you're already in my program, you know you have that. And you have to do your robust networking. Make sure that you are out there. These are one of the things that I teach in my in the online course, and it comes with this package. And you have to also emphasize personalized care, and this is one of the things I teach as well. And then you have your staff training, and you have your, you don't have to run the business if you can't. You can hire someone to run them as long as you train them and they are qualified. And then we have this sustained compliance with regulations that will, keep you safe and make sure that nothing is interrupting with your source of livelihood and your business. And then you are creating an amiable environment for the residents that looks familiar and feels warm. And you are, very strategic with your pricing, and you're competitive, and you are not doing what everybody else is doing. You are very, very strategic and making plans. And then, of course, you have a marketing strategy. The way big facilities market their facilities is not the way you market yours, okay? This is one of the things that I can coach you guys through. You have to have like a really strategic, laid back, old school way of marketing your facility, okay? And of course, having effective communication with the residents and family is one of the ways to keep growing and finding out what did you do that worked and how do you grow, okay? So these are the tips. I have been doing, I used to do my Let's Talk Assisted Living live every Thursday, but I want to do it more, and I also want to let you know about I want to do it more. I want to give you guys like some tips more, and I also answer questions. If you inbox me questions, I can answer it, and I can put it out there for everybody to see, so that way it's not just like I'm answering the question in an inbox. But the Pro Pack, this is the Pro Pack, okay? It's open right now. So this is the Advantage Pro Pack. So I created this Pro Pack. So the reason why I created this Pro Pack is because I'm tired of people signing up for my course and not doing anything, okay? This is gonna be a reminder that you have a dream to pursue, okay? And you can use it to start getting your stuff ready for your business. Each Pro Pack comes with a 1-year support from me. So you're gonna get 1 full year of support from me, because sometimes it takes that long. Let's say you're planning for you to have your facility in the next 6 months. Let's say you're planning to have your facility in a year's time. You can start now, and I have a roadmap specific to your state. If you're in California, I am guiding you specifically for your state. If you are in Virginia, I am guiding you specifically for your state. If you are in Maryland, specifically for your state. If you're in Florida, specifically for your state. All states. Because each state is different. I used to coach everyone together, but I found out that people still come back to me to ask me specific questions about their state. So I've decided to do research, and I've decided to start helping people in other states by actually making sure that I'm guiding you based on exactly what your state needs, okay? So when it comes to this Advantage Pro Pack, it is not something that is available for everybody. Actually, I offered it for the very first time during the Level Up conference, okay? And I'm going to be offering it today at the same price that I offered it during the Level Up conference, okay? You are not going to get this program elsewhere. I want you to succeed. I don't want to just throw you out there. I want to give you 1 full year of support. I want to give you exactly what your state requires for you to license your assisted living. I'm going to make the process easy for you, because this is something that I wish somebody did for me when I started. So here's the Pro Pack. And then, of course, you have this beautiful pack that you're going to be sitting there every day reminding you to do the work and reminding you to join my monthly coaching calls, because it's gonna come with a monthly coaching calls, and it's going to come with a one-on-one coaching roadmap coaching, whereby I'm going to be walking you through exactly what you need, where you are in the process, and what your state needs. Okay, so this is the Pro Pack, nice and beautiful. Okay, when I ship it, I wrap them up because I don't want everything inside to be shaken up all over the place. So I wrap them up and ship it. Okay, so I am committed to your sources, and this comes with, of course, my book. Comes with my book, and then it comes with a workbook. Okay, this workbook goes with the intensive course that comes with the with the package. Okay, and then this comes with just like with a little gift from me. It's a bag, a nice bag, for it comes with this bag, and then it comes with a pen, so that way you can write in your workbook. And here is the most important thing. Okay, here is the most important thing. Someone was like, Jane, why do you want to do this? It comes with a flash drive. Okay, this flash drive comes with most of the forms that you're going to need for assisted living. This flash drive comes with your employee handbook. This flash drive comes with your resident handbook. This flash drive comes with your form, your administrative forms that you're going to be needing for the business. This flash drive comes with your policies and procedures, link information for you. You're going to be getting your policies and procedures. Okay, so you're going to be getting information on how we can connect for you to get your customized policies and procedures. Okay, and this also comes with sample business plan. Okay, right here, and it also comes with information for the grant. Okay, it comes with information for the grant. This also comes with your budget. It comes with a budget sheet that you can plug in your numbers and you can calculate how much you're gonna need and things like that. It comes with a checklist. I mean, I am trying to equip you. I'm trying to equip you, and then I'm just at the point whereby I really want to help people. That's the most important thing. I wanna help people. I know they're out there charging you 40,000. But I want to help people, and I created this because I wanted to offer you something that is very, very it's going to motivate you, it's going to inspire you, it's going to keep you on the course if this is what you really want to do. Okay, so and then of course this comes with a one-on-one coaching, one-on-one with me, whereby we go through the roadmap and I guide you on what exactly your state needs, and then you get 1 year support. Okay, so that's what is in here. And then of course other things are in the flash drive. Until you get the flash drive, then you can see what is in there. You have link to make an appointment with me. You scan the code and you make an appointment to talk to me. You make an appointment for us to customize your business plan and things like that. And then of course you have access to my online course. My online course alone is the cost of this whole entire package. But of course I'm getting over there to retirement, and then I want to I want to help you. Okay, so if you are just joining us, we just went through the 10 tips for successful assisted living, and now we are discussing what is inside the Advantage Pro Pack. And then this will be shipped to you. Usually you get it within 3 days. So if you are interested in this, I have only 4 available right now, that I have available. Okay, so because it wasn't something that I wanted to put out there public, but I have 4 available. So if you want it, I need you to take action right now. Remember, the most important thing you can do in this business is to take action. When you see an opportunity, you don't want to miss it. You take an opportunity, you do what you need to do, you come out and you relax. Okay, so that's the Pro Pack if you're just joining us. So I have 4 available. If you're interested, just let me know. I can also extend the offer that I extended to the Level Up attendees, and that's just for today. After today is going to increase because I know how powerful this has been, and I don't know if anybody here watching has taken advantage of this Pro Pack. If you have, I want you to put it on the chat line there and just let me know what you think about it. But that's what I have for you today. I hope it has been helpful. Does anyone have any question? I'm gonna see. You are making sense. Awesome. The 80-hour class. No, if you're talking about the 80-hour class that is being that is required by the state of Maryland, I do not offer the 80-hour class. The course, the course that I'm talking about is business startup course, assisted living business startup course, how to start and run a successful assisted living. So it's not the 80-hour course. Somebody say work forever. I don't know what that means. Work forever. Do you have a pamphlet or paperwork with the information you're discussing? I'm driving and can't write everything down. Okay, yes, I do. The information, you mean the information about the the pro pack, or you mean information about what I'm talking about? Paperwork with the information you're discussing. Let me see. Kalila, you wanted information about what I'm talking about? Yeah, you can just inbox me, and then I can get you can clarify on what the question is. I'm not understand. Good. Okay, you may watch it later. Yes. Okay. How much is the cost? Okay, so this is what I offered the people that is $1,800. Okay, and it includes your policy and procedures, and that's just for today. Okay, you can, my course, if you've taken my course, you know how much my course costs, but it also comes with the course. It comes with 1 year support. It comes with the flash drive with the information. It comes with it comes with, so Mona, the information about the physical facility compliance requirement for your particular state, what your particular state needs is what I'm going to cover. Okay, so if you're interested, you can put on the chat line for the link, and or send us a message, and then I will get this over to you. Okay, and then like I said, I have 4 boxes left. I'm hoping to be able to, it takes quite time trying to focus on each one, so I have only 4 right now. So if you're interested, we can put this in the mail, and usually you get it within it's priority mail. You get it within 3 days, and then as soon as you get it, you open the box, you scan the code, and you make an appointment with me. Then we create a roadmap for you for what your state needs, and then we work on your customized paperwork, like your policies and procedures. And then we add you to our class, the monthly coaching sessions. Okay, Mona, you are in New York. Okay, sure. Yeah, we can help you with New York. Okay, so any more question? All right, so if you don't have any more question, and or if you want to grab one of the boxes, just let me know. But just to let you know that there is nothing as great as a business that rewards both your heart and your wallet. And thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye.